Well, what did you say you want to do?
Well, did I say anything?
Well, if you said OO and how to do type, that's because you want to do something, right?
Oh, I'm just saying what Lemos said, which was, oh, let's first start making a type for spaceship.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I thought, and that's what I said. He's correct. Um.
type for
Okay,
space.
so continue
Yeah,
to
and I meant,
develop.
like for example, a class, and then we would define like a our the player, right, and the like
Uh,
the alien spaceships or something like this.
yeah, so I think that making the like the data types or the objects or whatever it's called, I think it's gonna be a good move. I think it's gonna be a good move. So okay, so I'm ready. So defining a new type in TypeScript.
Dude, I wonder how they do coordinates in like more fancy stuff. Because the only thing I can think of is the same thing as Tetris. Like the position is the corner of your entity or whatever, right? And then you just calculate from your like width and height when it's colliding with something.
I guess it at some point is gonna make sense to make the coordinate be the center of the entity instead of the corner,
That's interesting. Why do you think that?
because then the hitbox thing gets a little bit easier, I guess.
Uh,
Yeah, because the hitbox is basically gonna be a range out of the center, right?
it's even easier if you have just the width and the position, right?
No, not really.
Really?
Yeah,
Ah,
yeah, because you don't necessarily want the hitbox to be the entire width and the entire height of the spaceship. We saw that in the video.
wait, let me think about it.
Okay, but anyway, this is the thing. So this is how to create a type. This is actually how to create a record. So don't we want to do something like that? Like I was imagining doing something like the type of the gun or something like
Yeah,
gun.
like, but I would think it's more. Yeah, okay, we can do this. I just think of like making a method inside, like you would do in F sharp. You can just make a record and then methods for this
Yeah,
record.
but the
Like,
method is gonna be a function that accepts whatever the
yeah, but
type
we
of
can
it.
just make a function that is wrapped. The problem is like moduling. I don't know how modules
Yeah, we're
work
gonna
in
discover that
TypeScript.
on the fly. So this is gonna be the spaceship. So the spaceship, as far as I can tell, is
It
gonna
is
have
as
a.
good. It is as good as Haskell, I guess. So not that great, right?
Oh, like it's for the file? It's bound to the file, you mean? Because what I wanted to do, let me explain, would be like making a type inside of it and then making a module like in ML, like making a module with the same name as the type and then making functions inside the module. So you can literally mask in the
And
name.
that's like a file in any language, right? I want to type inside that file and the function that acts on that,
Yeah,
and
but
I want to export
depends
it.
on how the depends
Yeah, we
on
can
how the
search that.
module works. Because if we have to make one file for each, I think it's I'll drop the idea.
For which what?
For
Oh, if you can do like modules,
yeah,
multiple
like
modules inside one file.
for example, let me explain what I want to do, Lems. Like something like this. You know, then you can, for example, have a
You
type.
have namespaces like in F Sharp. You're gonna love it.
Yeah, something like this, but it doesn't need to be namespaces. Like, could be something like this. Let me send here. Oopsie.
Uh, okay, so I need to search for namespaces.
No, but you
Namespace.
don't need that.
No, but what are we gonna use? Gonna use imports modules?
Let's see what I'm typing here
Sure.
first. So something like this. You have this, right? So you
Mhm.
could type this. Maybe done nothing. Something like this, right? To access like a thing on that. Or a record, you could access the thing on the record, correct?
Mm-hmm.
But then what I wanted to do is like having that type plus a module, something like this that we can
Yeah,
call
let me put
maybe
that
of
on the
that.
screen because I don't know, Nathan. Are you watching the stream?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so it's you. Okay.
something like this, and then we could call like maybe dot to string,
Yeah, I know
something
what
like
you mean.
this.
I know what you mean.
You see?
Yeah, but why
So,
not use namespaces for that?
oh, I
Uh,
just say we don't
no,
need
no.
namespaces, right?
Modules do that, Magita. The way you can do it is you import the file with a name and then you access it,
No, no,
like
no. But then you are.
modules.com.
But wouldn't you be restricted to one module per file?
Yeah, that's my problem.
Oh, yeah, what's the problem with that?
The problem is that Antão Mageta wants to do multiple things in one single file, so namespaces.
For example,
For example, well, I'm just saying like
yeah,
that.
you
I
want like
think
the module
I
maybe
just
inside our.
no, dude. I'm just saying. I think we're gonna start spamming files doing this for everything. If we abuse it, we're gonna spam files, which wanna be like make this project go very easily out of hand. So that's what I'm afraid of.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Sure.
So, Nathan, do you know if namespaces they do multiple ones in a single file?
I guess you can do as you want. Take a look on it.
Take a look on what? Sorry.
On namespaces.
Okay, namespaces. So it does have this first step. So this is just the code. Okay, so you just basically do namespace. Yeah, and then it seems to be exactly what you need. You see here? Not Mageta.
Oh man.
Well, it is what you want. Namespace validation and then validation
Oh
dot
wait,
whatever.
wait. That's bound to scope, right? The parentheses, the curly braces there.
Yeah, this curly brace is bound to scope.
Okay, so we can use in the same file. Okay, that's
Okay, so
fine.
how would that work then? So we're gonna not use, we're gonna drop making a type, or just gonna make like
Oh, making
namespace.
a type and the namespace, right?
Yeah,
Both.
spaceship. Then we do like that.
And why do people like curly braces? Like, explain. Give me a reason to use them. Okay, like
Uh,
Wow.
it bound scope. That's the only
Just
reason
with most
I know.
syntax, man. You're just used to it.
Because dude, it makes so like. Have you seen in C sharp how the code becomes? Like, what becomes of like C sharp code with this?
yeah, but you have a very strong Lisp bias, right? So.
And doesn't change whatever the symbol is, man. Like it could be
No, no, no.
parentheses.
Nathan
If
doesn't
it's on the
care. Nathan
same
doesn't
place.
care. So I know you're
No,
No, no,
ignoring his
no.
no,
That,
dude.
argument,
that's a
Mageta.
fact.
What I'm saying is, it could be nothing.
Yeah, it could
It
indeed.
could
So the
be
problem is
it could be
not.
just an end in the end, like namespace dash end or something like this. That would limit the scope as well. I don't understand like why
Yeah.
curly
So
braces do.
what
That's
about
no idea.
Ruby then? So
Yeah,
you like
that's
that?
fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
Okay. So we're gonna make. I guess we're gonna make functions in here. So what is gonna be a function? So we're gonna make. I don't know. Ah
I don't
man,
mind.
I have
I
no idea.
love Ruby.
Update coordinates.
Is that how you define a function?
No, probably need to do function like that. And then you're gonna receive a bunch of coordinates. I think I'm gonna. Are we gonna use
Wait,
the?
you have no idea what you are doing there.
No, I'm making an
Uh,
example. I'm making a small example with one function.
yeah, but about the spaceship idea that we are talking about. What is a spaceship for us in terms of data?
It is the entity like what you're controlling, I guess.
No, no, in terms of data, too. How can
Well,
we
right now
represent that, right?
it's just a pair of coordinates. But later on we're gonna add like I don't know GAN, no not gun type, and then we're gonna have an enum or whatever with the guns. I don't know much of the game. I didn't play for that many minutes, so maybe Mageta knows better.
About radiant silver gun, you mean?
Yeah, what exactly do you think would be interesting to have in the data type spaceship for
Oh,
the
okay, I see.
aside from
So
the coordinates and the gun type?
yeah, so the gun. Wait, the gun type is what?
Well,
The
is
current gun you are using. Is that
yeah,
it?
yeah.
Mhm.
Wait, but in Radiant you have all the guns all the time, or you can pick like
Available,
power
yes.
ups.
You can pick anything at any time.
Well, then I don't know if it makes sense to have the gun type.
Yeah, this would be like a
Well,
switch,
you
right?
do need to track something. Like, what is the current gun, right?
No, it's not the
Yeah,
current gun. You have all of them and different buttons.
yeah, that's
Shoot
the thing.
different.
Oh
You
yeah,
have all
that's
of them.
true. You don't switch the gun and shoot. You get.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you always have all the guns. Yeah, Magetta said that this is like a differentiating factor for the of the game. Because that's true.
So
That's true.
I guess
yeah.
it's easier, right? That way.
No, it's not
Mhm.
because if they
You got a
replace the
power up.
difficulty
Oh,
of trying to find good
experience,
guns.
for the
No, no.
gun.
I
Wait.
mean, not having to press a button to change the gun and a different one to shoot, man.
Yeah, but that's experience bound to the gun, right? So that would be an array as well.
No, I'm talking strictly about controls.
No, same about Lemos's typing.
I don't know how to do list though. Let me see.
I
Oh, I
think
think
it's
it's
like
this. I
after.
think it's
It's like
this.
C, yeah. But wouldn't it better making like a tuple for this? Not a tuple, like a fourflet.
Wait, why do you need the fourth? Why do you need the
Because
tuple with four?
it would map by index to each or a record, something like this that would map like I don't know, gum A to experience one, gum B to experience B. You see?
Okay, so you want to make another thing. You want to make another thing in which you have the sword. I remember that.
It doesn't need to be like this. Like it could be name and then this experience on this, and then you make an array of this.
Wait, so do you want to have a array
Type
of four things instead of
type
having a
weapon.
record?
Do like this. Type weapon.
Type weapon.
No, instead of space gun, like
Oh,
type
okay.
weapon.
Type weapon
Oh,
type.
yeah. Yes.
Weapon
Weapon.
type.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be type, dude.
Weapon.
Yeah, just weapon.
Sure.
And then you do a name,
Name.
which is a string, obviously. And you do a experience, which is a number.
Okay, so I
And
was not
then
aware of that.
once,
So you collect different experience depending on what the gun?
yes. Now, the more you use and the more combos you make with this.
Oh. Okay, and then we're
Another
gonna have
thing,
a list of weapons.
yes, but another thing I think we can add to the spaceship is the combo because the spaceship is like
Combo
kind of the
counter.
the chain. I think they call it chain. That's
Okay, so
better.
let's call it
Yeah, but
combo chain.
put that as a string and a number, a tuple,
Why do you need the string?
because they're colors, right, for different enemies.
Really?
Like for example, yes, for example, there are three kinds of enemies. There's the blue ones, the red ones, and the yellow ones. If you shoot three yellow enemies, you combo a three on the counter of a chain. And then if you keep like shooting more yellow enemies, you'll get more experience and your score goes up.
Mmm.
But if you shoot like I don't know a blue one in the middle, then it resets and then your chain counter goes to zero and then zero blue, and then you start shooting blue enemies and then your experience starts counting as blue. You
Okay,
see?
well, I was definitely not. I didn't notice that at all.
But folks, I guess we are getting like ahead of yourselves. Why don't we try to just like render the thing properly? Because right now we are not um, dealing with the hitbox versus the sprite thing, and just try to do like that, enemy and shooting. Like that's
Yeah, but that's just to give us the logic, right? The base idea for the game.
Yeah.
I don't think that will interfere on anything.
Yeah, no, we're
um,
just making a sketch here. What I want to do is to make the namespace and call it in here in the main function and see if it works. That's what I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
So how to
You
do a
have a
type
speed engine?
alias? Do you guys know?
Hmm.
Type alias. It is a thing. You know how to do.
Advanced.
Oops, it isn't here. You know how
Advanced.
to do in other languages. Oh, it's basically the same syntax. Okay, so I want to do a type coordinates.
Turn on the LSP, dude. I'm kind of scared of like typing blindly
Wait, why LSP didn't start when
because
I?
you need to add a hook on this.
Oh, I see. Okay, so we're gonna receive coordinates. Well, we're gonna have to receive a spaceship. How do you do that? So you're gonna pick I don't know. I'll call S for now. You're gonna receive a spaceship, and you're gonna receive the new set of coordinates. So new coordinates, and you're gonna return a spaceship out of that. Right. You're gonna do basically like that. So how do you update a record in TypeScript? Nathan?
Well, I suppose just make a new record and put the same values.
That's exactly.
Okay, so how do I
Uh,
instantiate the
that's
thing
in
then?
any language, I guess.
How do I instantiate the thing then? I don't know the
Yeah,
syntax.
you can do that.
Okay, so we don't know. Cool.
Oh,
Well, I
yeah,
just
he just typed there.
Oh, you just wait. You just type there. What do you mean?
The chat. Just open. Dude, you should start guessing more because this is like open close parentheses. Oh, curly braces, and then type the names of the things, and
if you don't know what to do, more curly brackets, right?
it's literally don't know what to do. Start typing.
You don't know what you do. Start typing. So it is like this, and then you just return it.
Oh,
Ta-da. Yeah, but
Yeah,
you
but
have
how
a
do you
problem there,
update thing?
right?
How do you update something?
Well, that's what I typed, right?
What do you mean? That's what I
The
typed.
dot is the thing before the with, like ASDAS and update with the rest.
Yeah, I'm not understanding what you're talking about, Nathan. I'm sorry.
the dot is like a with in Okamo sharp. Is that it, Nata?
Yes,
So you know when you
it's
like
the
do
original value, right? The one with dot.
yeah.
The rest
So
is what you are updating.
okay, I see. So you can like selectively choose. Oh, in this case we only have one, right?
Yeah,
So it
but we
doesn't
want to
matter.
make it like it's gonna be the same function when we add more stuff.
Yeah, but that would be dot, and the things you don't want to change.
Now, the
But
things you
well, I
wanna
mean,
change, right?
oh, okay, I see. So those are only. But wait, is that the the name
Yeah,
of the
it's literally
variable?
put an S there.
Just
S.
dictate
Oh, I
to
get
me.
Yeah,
it. So
press
it's the
S.
variable. So it's the verb. It's like S with and then blah blah blah, right? You know, comma.
Yeah,
Get it. So dot S lemos and then comma.
Like this?
Yes.
Okay, that's a weird syntax, but fine.
It's like this. Let me translate it for
you
you.
think so?
Yeah. Uh, okay, so if we do, I'm gonna pick, I don't know, an example. I'm gonna say this is.
It's like these lemos I sent on the.
And how do I create something out of nothing? Like how I instantiate the thing? I'm guessing. I'm just doing my get style.
I think you don't need the spaceship there.
Um,
Just by the annotation, I think it would be smart to get.
yeah. How do I did that in here?
Oh,
Oh, you just
that's
do it.
something important, Magita. This thing
This
about not annotating the variable there, probably huge mistake. Because
Oh yeah.
um, yeah.
dude,
Remove the second spaceship. I think it doesn't go
it's
there.
just not a good type system, dude. Like, if you change something in the future and you didn't update,
Okay.
you probably be screwed. Like,
So I'm gonna do spaceship update coordinates x, and I'm gonna pass 1 1.
Mm.
How this thing's gonna print? Does anybody know?
what do you mean?
All this
Yeah,
thing will be in
yeah.
print.
How it's gonna print spaceship? It's gonna be like a normal object in JavaScript, I guess.
I think it will print on the like destructured, right? Property update coordinates does not exist on type of.
Oh, I think it doesn't know how to differentiate the namespace from the type.
Oh no. There is no way.
That is fun.
No,
Oh, dude.
no,
Awesome. Okay, so this is gonna be spaceship N for namespace.
Wow.
no. Wait, this is still wrong, dude.
Wait, are you sure this isn't just your LSP, dude?
Let's test. Let's assume that. Let's assume it's Emacs going crazy.
Not the max. Like,
Yeah, it's the LSP, right? That's giving this.
Okay, so I don't think it's gonna work, but that doesn't matter. So let's just do just build, and
just
it
give
doesn't
it.
work.
That's great.
Property update coordinate does not exist on type of spaceship.
Let me see.
Yeah,
TypeScript.
it's getting the type, I guess.
Uh,
Okay, so let's try to do the other way around. Let's try to just change the name.
object types. This is kind of what I wanted, I think. Oh, is this? Oh no.
Wait, I'm starting to think that that example is wrong.
By the way, you can use objects as namespaces. You have like okay syntax to define function in them.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking actually. Like making an object and then and see a dude using
Yeah,
interface.
Can you
you
call
just
functions from namespaces?
you just cannot put types, I guess, inside objects. That would
What
be really nice, but I guess you can't, right?
the fuck, dude? Oh, I see. So you can actually do type and then a name equal and then curly braces.
Oh wait, are you exporting from the namespace?
Oh,
In the example, you don't need to export the outer one.
No, no, but I mean the
The
things
function.
inside. Are you exporting?
No, you mean like that. Oh,
Let's
yeah.
try
Oh,
that.
Emacs. Okay, so the
crazy.
Oh,
default is to be private.
it's the same default.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Um, and
What is that?
fact.
That's a super GNU, dude.
No, no. How are you updating the thing?
Yeah, it worked. Oh, okay, so we know how to make namespaces and type.
Lanús is just
Oh,
impressed.
yes. Impressed by the low level.
Oh, by the way, Lanús, the thing about the hitbox, for the like, you have two things, right? You have some data about your coordinates and like your size and stuff. That's your hitbox, right? And that is what you actually render on the screen. So regarding the on the middle and on the corner, for rendering the sprite, it's the same bullshit. Like both, you have to do some math
Oh
to
yeah,
render it.
the math is involved in both. I know that.
But for calculating stuff regarding with only the hitbox, it might be easier to use the corner because most things. Oh wait, maybe it doesn't make a difference. Maybe you have to do less math, but I don't know.
Yeah, but that's fine. We can tackle that later, the hitbox stuff. For now, we just want to. We actually need to decide. We're gonna do only shooting, or we're gonna be doing the. I think what Magetta said is harder to make like a separate thing move by itself.
If you do like a beam, like how would that work? Like it would be instantaneously, like
What do you mean by instantaneous? What would be that?
because the ways you can do like projectile shit. I
Hmm.
suppose the way that Magetta was talking about is actually having a projectile, like a real thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that way it can be like its own like entity with acceleration and shit. But another different way you can do it is when you press something, you project a ray and see if it's something hits, right? But that way you see it instantaneously, right?
Wait, when you say project an array, do you mean like calculating the trajectory of the thing?
Yeah, just seeing if it hits something from where you are pointing
Oh,
to,
okay. So
right?
you mean getting like assuming that this is a point, like right? So this is a you just go like
Yeah, you
oh
project a ray from where you're like
oh
aiming,
okay. I
right?
see. I see. I see. I see.
But I don't know, that doesn't look very realistic for that kind of game, right?
No, no, but it doesn't have to be realistic. We are just modeling like behind the hood. It's not gonna be showing it like that.
No, no, no. But how will you show like the thing, right? I don't know, maybe if you do some kind of animation, but the data wise would be like right away. Maybe you can do some kind of delay, but I don't think it behaves like you would expect from a bullet.
Okay, so let's
Well,
do the
from those
following.
games.
Let's do the following. I have an idea. Let's make the projectile, and this I already have a guess. It has color, which for now is gonna be just a string. It has coordinates as well, so I'm just gonna borrow this. And it does have a format, which is also gonna be a string.
A format?
Yeah, because some of the bullets are like circles and some of the ones are like rectangles.
Uh,
Um, okay, so we do have a projectile, like that. And then let's try to make, I don't know, some sort of a logic that when you press, I don't know, instead of arrow down and arrow left, when I press Z, for instance, we're gonna create at the point in which the spaceship is, we're gonna create uh, I don't know, a rectangle of red pixels, and let's try to move that around. Like just move it forward until it leaves the screen. What do you think?
that sounds great.
Sure. So the first thing is how we're gonna draw the pixels. So of the projectile. Let's make it very simple. So rectangle red, right? Nothing too crazy. So Nathan, browser master, tell us how do I do that?
I don't get why you want to draw the things first. But you just use the things you already like are used to. The context instead of like draw image, you can do something called fill rect, and then you
Mm.
select where to print the rectangle. Uh, and the way you choose the color is before you set a fill style, I guess.
Okay, so I guess you want to first do the logic and then later we do the visuals, right? That's what we want.
It's well, you can just draw something on the screen, but like it would be a still like red bullet there, like doing nothing.
Yeah, so how are we gonna make it move by itself? I think we're gonna have to have the time.
Yeah, that's the question. That's the question.
I'm gonna have to have the time management that you did with Tetris, I guess. Now it's the time to add that.
So let's suppose we have a game state, right? Where it has like everything about the game, right? Everything.
Mhm.
And I don't know how we will store like different things like bullets from us, from the enemies and shit. Maybe from yeah, but okay. Let's suppose we have something like an array of bullets. Wait, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's suppose we have something like an array of bullets that were fired by you, the player, and then I think we go through them like just updating and checking if we hit stuff.
Okay, so what you're suggesting is to basically overload the state with all the bullets, and then every single refresh we. Oh, okay, so that actually
What do you mean by
matters.
overload, dude?
Yeah, because it's gonna be a
Yeah,
lot of bullets on the screen, dude. Did you see the video that Magita showed us?
yeah, I get it.
Overload. It's because like programming, right? The terms we use, like there's a great chance we are using for something else.
Okay, but
But
you actually mentioned something that I forgot. We need direction in the projectile as well. It needs to know where it needs to
oh,
go.
wait, wait,
Yeah,
dude.
it
You
would
guys
be
are
an
going too
angle.
complicated to start.
Yeah, it should be an angle, right? In this case. But dude, can we forget about the projectiles now? Like I think it's like much more than what
Like,
we need
what
to
is
do.
the other thing we have to do, Miguel?
Well, just movement. Is it already moving?
Yeah, it's not well. It's not using these
Well,
functions, I
Yeah,
guess.
kinda.
it's not by the
We don't have
user.
like acceleration and shit.
Yeah, I think doing that is better than doing projectiles first. I mean, we don't need acceleration, I think.
Well, I don't know, but I guess we can increment later. But I would say that projectile right now it's like the next step because we can't move. It's just not really
Smart
good, but
movement. It's not a smart movement.
it's not fancy, but we
I
can move.
Oh, okay. Let's do then. Let's see. You press. We want to do different kinds of projectiles, right?
Yeah, this is already in here. So the
Why
color.
So
don't we
we're
just
gonna
shoot the
need.
squares for nothing?
So let's first establish something. We're not gonna have an angle it will always go forward, right?
Yeah, for now
Depending.
it is. For now it will.
No, no, no. In the game that we're copycatting, it also doesn't. Like did
Wait,
what
that's
that
not true.
Wait, they don't have
You
enemies that shoot at you?
what they
no no.
always shoot on the same direction. The point is the kind of weapon changes the direction. So that should be bound. The projectile is bound to the weapon it was fired
Ooh.
from.
Okay, so the projectile actually is bounded to the type of weapon
Mm,
we are
Yeah,
Wait,
using.
wait,
for
wait, wait,
example,
wait.
like
That's a bit tricky. When you say bound there, it's not like
for
bound,
example, you
bound, bound.
fired using weapon A. Then we know weapon A fires, I don't know, forward.
Yeah, but you mean bound in the sense of inside the bullet object, if you have the type, so we know how to update
Yeah, what
that
kind
kind
of
of
bullet?
bullet,
Yes.
but not bound in some like other sense, right?
What would be other sense? That's what I meant, by the way. But what
In
could be
some
other sense?
sense, like let's suppose we shoot a bullet. It doesn't
Hmm.
need to have information from which player shoot, right? That would be like bounding that sense.
Uh, if, yeah, you wait. Say it again. I don't know if I
For
got it.
example, let's suppose that we have the enemies and the enemy
By the way, you
bullets,
have a
right?
guest here. I think I haven't met him, but he's here.
What?
We have a guest. It didn't even like say
Oh,
hi.
yeah.
But anyway, go on, Nata.
Uh, yeah. With bound, I mean is some kind of direct reference to some other entity. So you kind of have that, right? Because you don't have different instances of the same weapon, right? You just have different
Yeah,
kinds of weapon, and
yeah.
then you have a tag on the bullet associated to them. Yeah, it's kind of like really bound. But what I mean by really, really, really bound, it's like suppose you have the enemies and they have an ID, and each bullet fired by them, we have an ID to the enemy. But we wouldn't need that, right? We don't need to track who shot the bullet. It will not
Mhm.
like gain experience like the enemy, right? For example, suppose
Yeah,
we add multiplayer on that, right? And then we
okay.
have two players.
There
Then
is,
each
by the way.
bullet needs to track who shoot the bullet, right?
Yeah,
So it
so you
knows who
know,
to
so
update
you
the
know, like
experience.
which, yeah, so you know which enemy you hit, right? So you can
Yeah.
like do that.
By the way, dude,
Hmm?
wait. No, I was just thinking, like, if you fire, like, if both, like, fire a bullet and we update the bullet positions, what if we update one first and the other later, and we have some? Oh, then who actually shot the guy? But yeah, that problem doesn't happen, I guess.
Okay, I'm gonna just guess. I'm gonna do exactly what Mageta said. Uh, you guys can continue. I'm listening.
I'm
Yeah,
right now looking at the beauty of
the whole.
TypeScript.
Oh, that's a wild game.
Dude,
I
That's
don't know.
so
I don't know how to extract stuff from it yet, though.
isn't it dot?
pattern matching.
We have pattern matching.
Of course, dude.
We do? Really?
Sure.
I'm
Wow.
really my expectations are really low.
Dude,
Let's see if it's dot though. Oh, it is dot. I guess
Oh, that's the standard, I guess.
it is dot. Am I crazy? What's the error here? Oh, duplicate. Yeah, we don't need this anymore.
uh,
Yeah, and I'm also gonna replace this spaceship. Cannot find space whatever. That is Emacs problem. Okay, now we need to just call it space return spaceship update coordinates, and then we pass the thing and we pass the two things. So x coordinates and
yeah,
y.
dude. Uh, I don't know if that's just for testing still or something, but that spaceship dot update coordinate doesn't make any sense. Well, doesn't make much sense, right?
In which
Uh,
sense?
in the sense of right now doesn't make any sense because you are literally just that's a function to set something inside an object with no custom logic. If you do add some custom logic, then it makes some sense. But I guess that one function to do that, it's like a better choice in the sense of that function that you have, like on line 19 down, that receiving the spaceship and what is the input, that should do like everything already.
Yeah, I agree. But if like you said, if you add the special logic, it makes sense. So
Uh,
current
by the way, Magenta, I think I might have a race condition that Tetris I wrote, man,
What?
related to.
Awesome.
Yeah, now I learned that even in Tetris, I guess you need an actual uh like game loop, and I might know how to do it. Um, so the examples that I saw, like people doing on the book, I just like took a quick look on it. The book about like gaming patterns and shit. It's
Mhm.
like you would expect, right? You have a while true, and then you process the input, you get the next state, you render, right?
Mhm.
Uh, and I don't know, in C, you might do literally like that. You call a function, and the function check with keys pressed, right? Like at the moment.
Mhm.
But we don't have that in JavaScript. We just don't.
Okay,
Uh,
but you guys were discussing about the hitbox stuff and the projectiles. I had to leave for a moment because people entered here to ask me some things. So, did you guys decide to do?
So we can do the projectile, but I think okay, honestly I think it doesn't matter. We can do projectile, hitbox. So what do you think, Nata? I think
wait,
you want
I
projectiles.
don't know what the discussion is about.
Do you want to do what
Yeah,
now that
what
we
we
can
want to do
move?
next? We will discover how to do the records and the namespaces. Now, let's use them for something.
Oh, it would be cool to see some like flying bullets.
Sure, but I'm not a magician. I don't do magic. So we need to type it down.
No, that's what I'm saying. Is that like we might should go to the like bullet step, right?
Okay, so
Direction.
in order to make a bullet, I think we're gonna have to make the state thing that Nathan said.
Yeah, dude. Like, let's do the thing immutable. Like, it's so much easier than updating level crap.
It is
Is it
immutable already.
proven?
It is already immutable, Nathan.
Well, yeah, that function did.
Uh,
In
So let's do a
the
firing, like fire something.
fire. Sure. So
yeah.
let's make that in here, I guess. So
Let's just make the
export.
shoot forward first.
Sure. Fire. So the fire will have to receive a spaceship, I guess, because that has the coordinates in which the bullet will start from.
Mm-hmm.
So this is completely just side effect, right? Am I right or am I wrong?
Uh, like
Uh, you're gonna
should
produce something new, that a new entity that you glue on the board to render as well, not the board,
Okay, so
the
we do need
screen.
something called state here, and we're gonna have to make something like that, and this is
no.
just gonna do this, I guess.
That's the thing I was talking about. Like, don't most aren't most functions just state to state and just update a specific part? Like, the why is the spaceship not in the state, right?
Yes, that's what I was thinking as well. Because
Mm.
the bullet would be on the state as well, right?
Yeah, and what do you mean by side effect, right? As Magenta just said, like it's just data on the state.
No, no, no. But if everything, completely everything is gonna be in this in the inside the state, I agree. So namespace. I don't know. Let's make another one because we can. So
What is the purpose of the namespace state?
this is gonna be a function that's gonna be specific for state, for dealing with state. So you're gonna
But
receive a state.
that's every function.
No, not every function. Some of the functions would be exclusive
Huh.
to spaceship.
Yeah, that's updating the state. He will get the spaceship from the state, do some action. Like,
So what do you think, Magetta? Should we do every single action inside the state?
no, no. The point is, if every function is dealing with the state, but you have like more specific ways to divide it, you have no point in having a namespace state. It's still valid to have the namespace spaceship.
Oh, I think I know what you mean. Okay, so
Let me just pick my game here so I can see. I literally can. I will open it right now.
okay, so we need to define what is that though.
My
So
goodness. It's
Hmm?
so much better just copying like people's games then.
Oh
it's
yeah,
so much easier, right? Oh, we can still
Try
do
to do
wrong.
more.
you can change.
We can still make it bad.
No,
But
we just need to change the lore later, and that's it. You can
But
say, oh, it was inspired in.
but I mean, we know how it looks, right? It's different if we were doing something from scratch, right?
Uh,
Oh, that looks nice, man.
uh, go on, Nathan. What do we you did Tetris? What do we need in a state?
Oh, the game is done, I guess.
Yes, status. How we do? I'm gonna guess bool.
Dude, you do Haskell and you want to use a status.
This is not Haskell. What do you mean?
Well, you can program it like Haskell.
Okay, so
Take a look on
some
tagged unions,
types.
I guess.
Yeah, this exists in here. I'm aware.
Your person types, at least.
There's something called utility types. I
Just
saw this.
Google
Oh,
it.
here. Unions.
No, no, no. That's it's tagged union. That's not what we want.
We don't. Oh, we want tag the union. Wait, aren't we already using that?
No.
Really?
Why doesn't the dog
look
show
at this
first, man?
interface.
Where is it? Where? Which one is the docs? This one?
I guess.
Sure. It's called. Is this what you mean?
No.
Sure. Discriminated unions. Yeah, it is exactly what is called unions in the doc in these docs.
Yeah, it's different because take a look on the status, well, the state part, right? So that's your tag. So that
Sure.
makes you have like a sum type.
Yeah, no, but then you just make other types to make in the thing. We don't need that at the moment.
Oh, yeah, but the tag is the important part. What I mean is, let's suppose you want to know if the game is done.
Mm-hmm.
Why are we representing the game possibly being done and we still have like some other data that should not exist, right?
Can you give an example?
Yeah, so if we were modeling Haskell, we would do a union type and the game is either done or going, and going has the data. But yeah,
Okay.
it could be a book for now. I was just messing with
Our
your.
goal is just to go for a boom.
Okay, so I am tempted to just make this a namespace then. Then we can
You
have
already
everything in here. So we're gonna have the done, which is just gonna be the 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 string, I don't know, the name, which I think is gonna be. How is the example doing that?
like any name, it could be tag, status, state, like you name it.
State. Okay, so it's gonna be done. We're gonna have also the going one, which is gonna be. It's gonna have the the data and the name. So it's gonna be state with going, and it's gonna have the game, which I'm just gonna call it state in here. You know, I
Why don't you
probably.
do it flat, dude?
Why don't you do a what?
Flat. Oh, because you want to separate the states in a different type, right?
Done. Yeah, but I don't like this being in here because it's gonna be status.status. So this is gonna be status.done and status.going, I guess. Yeah. And this state needs to go. Oh, but this is kind of recursive. How are we gonna do that?
What do you mean by recursive?
Yeah, because this status like
No, no,
this.
no, no. That doesn't make any sense. Then you don't have it there anymore.
Oh, you mean we can only have one inside the other? That makes sense.
Uh, no, no. It's the opposite, right?
Oh, you want the state to not know if it's done.
Well, because the status, it's not a status, right? That's the game state.
Do we need this?
The
Well,
status.
type if you want type safety, yes, but it could be a boo as a Lambs. Type status is the whole game state, and it could be there done or going, and going has the data, right?
Oh, I
That it
see, I see, I
needs.
see.
So that's not status. That's the state.
Wait, I'm confused. Which one you want to make change
Yeah.
the name?
Line 10 down.
Sure.
That's the state.
This is the
If you read
state.
it, yeah, if you read it like Haskell, like it's either done or going, and going it's carrying stuff, right?
Wait, I'm really confused. Why is this a state? That doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
For
So
me, this should be game status. Yes.
yeah, why would your status have a state inside?
Oops. Because the status contains the current uh,
Um,
state of the game and the game data.
it's the opposite. The state contains the status of the game.
Yeah, that's what I say.
Okay, so this is the game.
The game you lost.
And this is the state. State. Oops. And then we do, oops, like this, I guess.
Yeah,
Sure. So everything we're gonna do is gonna be involving like comparing if the state of the game is done or going.
just like Haskell.
Sure. Okay, now that we have that, we have the projectiles, we have everything that we need. So this is gonna take a state of the game and update that, right?
Yeah, and you can do the pattern matching there just for the taste of it.
Taste of
Okay,
it.
so how do you do pattern matching here?
Matt,
No, even
uh,
this is not a keyword. I'm surprised.
you can look for this structure, TypeScript or JavaScript.
Okay, so pattern matching TypeScript.
No, I said this structure. People don't call it that.
Oh,
Dude, that's not it.
oh no, no.
That's not it.
Oh, dude. Dude, you know what's funny? I've been like coding for the last month, I guess, in COBOL, and I should be used to this like
Oh, is
low
this? Oh,
abstraction.
this is
But
how.
this
This
is
is
what
other
I face
languages.
whenever I search something funny. Like Belani says, "Oh, try to do something like this," and then I just look at it and I get disappointed. I should get used to it.
Deconstruct in
This is structure.
TypeScript. Sure. Object deconstructing. Okay, so you do like this. Is that it?
Oh, there you are creating one, right? Read the comments.
Oh, you do the. Oh, I know. Oh, I see. I see. I see. Deconstructing assignment.
And then you can even do like on the parameter.
Hmm. But is the order matter? Do you, if you have a record, how does that work?
Oh, it's a record, doesn't matter.
I don't know what you mean. Let's try.
Oh. It's a record. By definition, the order doesn't matter.
Amos is getting on the spirit. I don't know what you mean. Let's try.
I still don't know what he means because what my question is, if I want
Mm.
to deconstruct, I don't know, the field player, I'm gonna have to call it player in here as well?
Well, you can. Yeah, that's not about the order. That's about the name you choose. But no, you can either use it or rename it if you don't want it in that name. I guess you can do like the colo and then do a name to rename it
Mm,
afterward.
okay, okay, okay.
And you don't need to use var, right? Just example, you usually use const.
Like this?
Yes. What
I
is
see.
complaining about?
No, it is crazy. The LSP here is not the best.
Well, it's looking like the worst. Like
So is the language.
Cannot find
I guess the
projectile.
whole compiler is a is a shit show. Like,
Yeah, but var is fine.
Doesn't matter, dude. It's just a label anyway.
no,
Okay.
it does matter a
It
lot
does
if you use
matter.
var.
It does matter, yes, Magid.
Does
If you
it?
use let or const, not so much, but var, it behaves differently, scope wise, and a bunch of shit.
Sure.
What's the difference between var and const then?
It has a bunch of scope shit. I don't know how to enumerate them.
Okay, but it was just LSP going crazy. So what we wanna do with the fire? We want to create a projectile, I guess.
Yep.
So this is gonna be const p. And how did I did that before? Oh, you just do. I'm gonna do the thing though. I'm gonna put the types. So we're gonna put current coordinates. Um, it's gonna be player dot current coordinates. Yeah, it's gonna be like that. Sure. Okay, we have a projectile. What do we do now? We need
Well,
to
you
add
can
that
add
to
them.
the. We need to add that, right? So how do
Yep.
you append to an array?
That might surprise you.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
It's a
I don't have
consistent language, man.
It is a consistent language, you say.
Except for the fact when it's not.
Sure.
if you ignore the inconsistency, it is consistent.
Yes, exactly.
Go.
What do you have? No,
Go.
no, you're not reading what I typed. Dude.
Oh, you're
Oh,
just typing
no.
that into chat?
Oh, okay. No, sorry. You were doing like the object, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's what I did in the chat. But you will do there inside projectiles indeed.
So it's gonna be. Oh man. B.
That's bad. That sounds good.
No, this is much worse syntax wise.
Well, you
This is
can
much
use
worse
like
syntax wise.
yeah, you can use setters and getters and shit in Haskell, but you lose namespace yet.
Sure. Okay, so is this it? Is this it for fire? Fire stuff?
I guess you return the same state. Yes, I guess.
Okay, so now we need to make the game loop, right?
Yes, 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 yes.
Okay. So I'm guessing this is gonna be a function that I don't know, let's call it loop for now. And it's gonna well, I guess this function is gonna receive a state and print a bunch of stuff and it's gonna return void. Is that it?
Ah, dot. It doesn't receive anything.
Doesn't receive anything?
Yeah, like that's the thing that I said. Like gets input, gets next state, and render. And you are like modifying the
Okay,
state,
so the
right?
game loop is basically the main function.
Yeah,
Um,
that's the
sure,
while through that.
sure. Okay, so I'm actually like I'm not. This is just for testing purposes. So I'm gonna put the game in here as well. Um, and I'm gonna call this function update game state. No, no, kinda. It's kinda that. Not really, but it kinda.
Not really.
Uh, yeah, kinda. Because if it is any of those, we do that. We need actually to extract the spaceship from the game.
Like that's literally get the
Uh,
state, get the input, and return the state, right?
get player. It's gonna be like this. Can you repeat that last part, Nathan?
Yeah, it's literally a function that gets the game, gets an input, and outputs the game.
Yeah.
The
So
game.
if you press Z, is this how you do Z? By the way, I have
No
absolutely no
idea.
idea. If you don't know, imagine me.
Who would know the codes by memory, dude?
Well, a browser expert like Nathan.
Again, I guess you guys don't know the difference. But the browser is different from JavaScript. And the objective is to become. But
So
dude,
fire, and then I
uh
press the game.
wait. Yeah, if you want to check, you have that site, and there you are doing mutation, right?
Where I'm doing mutation?
See, like you just type it. G equals to.
Oh, I'm just reusing the shadowing that you love. Isn't that what you want?
That's not shadowing.
Yeah, it is because G is
That's
already in
not
here.
what is shadowing. Dude. No, that's mutation. That's not shadowing.
I have no idea what you mean, but okay.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess you are just not used to mutation anymore.
No, I am just reusing the same label. You want me to just use call this G prime?
No, you see, you are not declaring that. You are mutating. That's not const or let. That's not Haskell.
Okay, so you will need to create an. Oh, we need to create with the let. You're right. So I'm gonna call this new G let. Is that what you mean? But you can't do this
Y-
re here, right? We can't do this
yeah,
here.
you can't.
Yeah.
If you want to do that way, you create outside and then like modify there, right?
So you're gonna have to create an we want to create new G starting as a copy of G. Can we do that?
Yeah, you can cop whatever. You have something called a structured clone.
Okay, so structural clone.
Structured clone.
Oh.
I don't know if I trust that function, by the way. Wait, what do you mean? No, no, the guy is having the problem, right?
Is now present in types node.
The fuck? The fuck?
So I guess we don't have structured clone.
No.
You need
That's
to add
the
dependencies
problem
and
the guy
stuff.
is having. It's not.
But you need to add a bunch of dependencies, man.
Try it, dude. To start, you are using Dino, like the future thing.
Structured clone G. Sure. And then we do like this.
Let me see what you're doing. Uh, Wait, can you update the coordinate thing?
Update the coordinate thing. What do you mean?
Uh, you see that you don't have an S anymore? Oh no, okay, it's your player there, right?
Yeah.
Dude, we have a bunch of problems there. Why don't you do the following? Why don't you copy the whole G and then you mutate how you want?
Why don't you copy the whole G? But I am doing that, dude. What do you mean?
Yeah, but the mutation that you are doing on coordinate and stuff. Wait,
Oh, you mean getting from the original game state?
what I mean is you are doing some different stuff about the coordinate, right?
Yeah, I'm just trying to maintain it, just to adapt and make it better later. Because the code is already here, so
So let's see. You copy the G. In the other case, you are current coordinates. Those are just numbers. You update them. Let's see. You do return them. Update coordinates. Makes sense. The S there will be the. Hmm,
I guess this would work as well.
that's a bit confusing. So S is your player. You are
Yeah.
not modifying it because the coordinates they are just like primitives, and then you put the new coordinates. So if the only thing it changes is the new G, that's okay. The coordinates will be equal. Yeah, I guess that works. It's just really weird.
Yeah, later on we're gonna have to. I would recommend to do a separation of concerns of like try to see if it's a move. The key it's related to movement, right? And then this entire if would be only one, and then the z would be the other one. But anyway, so this return is now a game. So x, so this is our initial player, right? So we need to create actually the. How do you do empty array? You just do this.
Yeah.
Sure. Uh, no, okay, so this is wrong now. And this is gonna be the game, right? So let's see. Oh, I see. Actually, I got a little bit too not the correct one. So this is gonna be the game state, and let's say that. So this is the game state, and then we're gonna do projectiles equal to empty list and player equal to this. Yeah. Then what is it complaining here? Cannot find name game state. Oh, it's not game state, it's only game. Yeah. Then we do the update game state. So game state. We need to provide the game state here, and this is gonna be the new game state. New game. Well, this thing actually is based on mutation, so this function actually needs to be like this.
Um,
I'm gonna have to change that to immutable later. Now we just need to
Yeah,
print.
that doesn't need to be mutable, right?
Yeah, it doesn't
Uh,
need to be mutable. Doesn't need.
because you can't do a recursion like infinite there, right? So
Yeah,
you have to do that or restore like multiple copies in an array, and that would be weird.
yeah. So now we just need to draw it, I guess.
Oh,
So
ah, wait, wait. Oh, yeah. I actually have some terrible problem.
go.
Uh, the only action that we have, it's the key down, right? We don't have a tick that doesn't depend on any user input. You
mhm.
agree?
I agree.
So where
I'm
does
gonna simulate the tick moving the character. That's fine. I
yeah,
just want to see
but
the
that,
projectile moving at the
no,
moment.
no, it will not move.
It will because I'm gonna press the key arrows and it's gonna move.
It will not.
No,
Oh,
but wait. For it
as
to
I
move,
move my character, the projectile will move. That's my point.
why?
Like
Are you incrementing the trajectory?
I know I'm not doing that right now, but that's my
So
next
why would
function.
it move, dude?
you would have to on update game state. Doesn't matter whatever you are pressing, you
No, I
go to
know
the
that's the
array.
correct way, Nathan. I know that we should
No,
have
no,
instead
no,
of a
no,
key
No,
not,
no,
down.
that's
we're
the
not
only
saying
way.
that's the, yeah, how you're doing it right now for each move, I don't know.
Like, you are just spawning somewhere, but it's never moving.
No, it's not moving. I don't know what's the problem. Right now, I press an arrow and then I change the coordinates and then I printed it again, right? Do you guys agree with that?
Yeah, that's the user,
Yeah,
right?
but that's a
Yeah.
spaceship, not a projectile.
Yeah, but what will forbid me of when I press a key down in my keyboard, both the spaceship will move and I make all the projectiles move as well.
Yeah, but
not it,
that's what
but
I'm
you are
saying.
not doing it.
We are not doing the second part.
No, but
Like
I
moving.
didn't type it yet.
Okay, but
Okay.
you
Of
said it
course.
as if you were like you're gonna test and
No.
expect.
Like as if you were just drawing now, right?
And this is actually void. Oh no, but
That's
to print we need to actually have the context on hand.
no, dude.
Ooh.
No, wait. You are getting a bit confused. Remember about the thing of separating render and state?
We're not doing that right now.
We are, aren't we?
No. Right now we just want to
Uh,
see if it's we can make a projectile move on the screen.
let's see. Drop.
Uh, I'm
We
gonna.
kind of are. You see the update game state? It doesn't deal with any render, nor should it, or anything that messes with the state. It's all outside. You see line 8 top? When we are drawing, that's completely outside of like messing with the state.
Mhm. Well,
Yeah, you can just do there, right? Loop and print the bullets.
yeah, that's my intention. So then the question is, how do you do a 4?
You know you have like maps and filters and like
Oh,
folds,
we do
right?
have that. I'm surprised.
That's just like Haskell, but better, dude.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like better
Uh-huh.
syntax and such.
Yeah, you first say that you don't care about the syntax, and then you say that.
Well, I don't, but it's just a fact.
Uh, okay, so
Oh, we might have another view here.
no, there's only two of us.
Wait, you are the other one?
Yeah.
I'm not watching, so
Yeah,
Uh,
we have a few bots though.
no, it is
So
me.
no, a few bots.
Oh, a
Like
few.
if you click on like viewers and shit, there are like quite a few names there.
Okay. Okay. Oh man. Okay,
I'm
so
curious then Twitch is smart enough to not count as like viewers.
no, but it is counting. You and me, we are the only two ones.
Yeah, but if you click on like people there, there is like a bunch, not only two. So he's not counting the others.
No, wait, I see. So this is gonna be this plus that and C plus
Holy
that.
shit, some heavy math there.
Yeah, heavy math.
Dude,
Here and then here is gonna be return map. Oh no, I need to extract first. Yeah, I need to extract first. So I'm gonna call this PS, and this is gonna be G dot projectiles, and I'm gonna return G with projectiles equal to map.
that's that's interesting. Mageta, you know that we could always like on the beginning of every function, you just copy the whole state and then you mutate that copy, right? And just return the copy. Uh, I wonder because that's usually not a problem, right? For the kind of program we do. But what about for a game? Would we notice any lag if on every fucking function you are copying the whole state?
yeah, good question.
Like if you are trying to run like I don't know 6 FPS or more, we never did uh, dealt with uh, like games on that level. Like only with Tetris, but Tetris is like a movement per second or something.
Am I typing this wrong? Projectiles. No. What is wrong?
Projectile. Game. Ah, that's weird. Oh, it might be the signature of increment coordinates, I guess.
Okay, so this is a function that needs to pick
Not sure.
What is projectiles again? Projectiles is a list of? Oh, it is a list of projectiles, not a list of coordinates. Okay, that makes sense. So I actually need to do projectile in here, and then, well, let's do C here. So it's gonna be P dot current coordinates, and then here we're gonna do dot 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 P
Well, you can map
current.
them with a +1, right?
What do you
Oh,
mean?
they are just two, right?
Yeah, for LSP is going completely crazy.
At this
Coordinates.
point, it's not helping much.
And that, and this. Sure. Okay. So now we know how to update the game state based on the key press, and we know how to update the projectiles. Right. Now we just need to render everything. So I think it's gonna be just like context and then draw whatever you were talking about before, Nathan.
Yeah, like there you can like go to the projectiles and print them, right?
Yeah.
So you have something called for each. It's like the ether in F sharp and OCaml, and I forgot how it's called in Haskell.
Ether.
I don't think
No,
so.
Rust is ether. I think it's probably a 4.
Maybe.
Traverse. Depends if it. Well, depends. Anyway, how do I use for each in this case?
Well, you got the the same thing, and then you just use it but don't return anything.
You just wait. Just use what? Sorry.
Think like math, but you don't return anything.
Think like map, but you don't return anything. Yeah, but how do? Okay, I don't know how to make a lambda in this case then.
Yeah, you return like unit, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So it is for or traverse in Haskell. How do we make lambdas, Nathan? Teach me.
Yeah, that's not the lambda we want.
Lambda function.
Isn't it just like the name of the attribute and then arrow, like arrow and then
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah, exactly.
exactly that. If you have one parameter, the parentheses are optional.
Okay. So in our case, it is. We're gonna remove all of that. So it's gonna be P for a projectile, and then we just want to do context. Draw something with that P, right?
Uh, yeah, there is something. Uh, the way you are doing there, what it will happen is you are returning that expression on the right side of the arrow. So you don't need a return there. But since you want to do like multiple statements, you have to like open the brackets and shit.
You mean like this?
Yes.
I don't need multiple brackets in this case though.
I guess you do. Because you have to set the color, you have to draw it.
Okay. I was not
You
aware
might
of the
need to do some
color.
math.
So I guess enter. Okay, that works. Okay, so then how do I set the color? And I guess
Yeah.
it's gonna be a constant.
So you can do like context dot view style or something.
Say again, please.
View style or something.
Build
View.
few. Sure. How do you use that?
As your heart wish.
It is a string, a canvas. Wait, if it's a string, can't I just put the hexadecimal color of
Yes,
random?
as your heart wish. That's what I said.
Okay, so let's put it. Okay, so FF0000.
The dude doesn't use the hashtag syntax. He's a psychopath.
Uh, Next one. Yeah, what else aside from the color? Nothing.
Why is that not working?
No, but maybe it is just
Oh yeah,
saying.
the LSP, right?
Yeah, LSP.
So yeah, then you have some view rect.
Okay, but is that the one I'm gonna draw things?
Well, if you want to draw a rectangle,
Okay,
yeah.
so few rect. Okay, so I'm assuming it's the corner, the top corner position, width and height.
Yes.
Um, okay, so the top. Ooh, the top. So I guess it's gonna be P
Yeah,
current
for right now,
coordinates
we don't need to
0.
calculate anything, right? Just
Yeah.
use that and some value. It will be very funny because it
It
will
will be
spawn
very
from
funny.
inside.
It will be weird. Okay, so how long do we, I don't know. I don't know how much is a lot. I'm gonna put 50 and 100.
Holy shit! Wait, that's
No, let's
that's
put
the whole
That's a
that's the whole
lot.
canvas. Put
let's put
like 10, dude.
The
10.
board has 200 and it did puts like half. I don't know if that's too much.
That is still too much. Holy. Okay, next, Nathan. So I guess
Well,
this is gonna
I guess you
make
have to run the.
like this, right?
Well, both you are like drawing to the screen, right? Both are like side effects.
Oh, wait. This is filling the with red only this?
No. Uh, you set the color and then you can do like, oh, that's very interesting, very interesting. Yeah. So you only need to fill it once, right? So you could do outside the loop if the color
No,
is
no.
not
What
changing.
am I filling with this red?
Well, some like internal state of the canvas.
Yeah, no, but
And then you
we don't want to
apply
change the
that.
canvas. We
Oh, no,
want to make
wait.
the
Don't you need
No,
to
no.
rectangle.
apply the color?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Wait,
part of
can you
my
repeat,
question.
Magenta?
Like you're making a color, right, from that. So that's why the internal state, I guess, on the canvas. What
Yeah.
Lemon is asking is, okay, but don't I need to apply this color to the
Yes,
rectangle?
yes.
That's like, man,
Or is it a stack?
it works like paint. You select the color and everything you use
Oh, I
afterwards, use
see.
that color.
So
Holy
it's like a
fucking
stack. Oh,
balls.
really bad, dude.
I wonder if that's because it's more efficient or something, but
Holy
it's
fucking
sure weird, right?
balls.
If it's efficient or not, it's trashy.
I don't know, like it's not supposed to be high. I don't know how high level that's supposed to be.
Because if it's for efficiency, you can mask this, dude.
Yeah, you might, right? Because they do that with everything else, like the DOM operations that you do. I guess they do those in batches. They don't like alterate every time you call
Okay, so
something.
field style is wrong. The expression is not callable.
What the
No
fuck?
constitution of type string, canvas gradient, canvas pattern is callable. So I guess am I doing the string in the wrong thing? Does this actually
What?
needs to be a hashtag to be classified as okay?
No, that would be bullshit. Like they don't know that by the well.
That
Actually,
would
they
be
could
bullshit.
know that by the type, but it's not the string, I guess.
I'm so confused
That
right
would
now.
be bullshit. I
So
guess.
what is this zero then? I need to pass a string. Isn't this a string?
Yeah, it's not complaining about the string, right? What is the error?
No, the error is saying no constitution of type string, canvas gradient is callable.
It's callable. The expression is not
Let's
callable.
search
Fuse
for that.
by.
Let's search for that.
Oh shit! It's not a function. You have to change it, like set it.
I don't know what you mean with that.
Oh, it's an attribute.
Oh, okay, I see.
It makes sense, I guess.
Okay, now it kind of makes more sense to.
Yeah, now I agree that it makes more sense.
And yeah, why do you put this afterwards and before like that? Doesn't make sense.
Oh no, fill rect is a function. Fill rect is indeed a function.
Wait, the first fuse style that you set. Why are you setting that?
To be white,
What are you drawing with that?
this.
Anything. You're not drawing anything. The image doesn't use that.
No, the image doesn't, but I just want to be sure that it's gonna start white. I'm gonna print, change to
But
red, print the rectangle, and change to white again.
that's not how it works.
Okay, so how do I know that after print adding this red, it's not gonna be red all over the place? That's what I want to know.
Because before you draw something else, you set before, like right before.
Okay, so it's not gonna be red all over the place. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, and you don't
If
need.
if it is, we're gonna discover very fast. Just build. Sure. And now, and it doesn't work. Cool. I can't update my thing.
You can't what?
I can't use the
Did
arrows.
you click on the screen and
Yeah.
try to click on the canvas? I don't know. Wait, that's not the. Wait, why do I have to?
Yeah, it doesn't work at all.
Yeah, that's weird, right?
Doesn't work at all. Just to be 100. Oh. Oh no, this
Mm.
is something else. Yeah, it doesn't work. So
Did
something's
you
broken.
save, compile? Like,
Yeah, I saved and compiled.
so what did we change? So,
Oh, I know.
say,
I know.
hmm?
I know. I know. Game state player that.
Oh, wait. Oh, wait, but that doesn't explain the rest, does it?
I think so.
Wait, how does it explain the rest?
Okay, I can move.
Yeah, that doesn't explain the projectile.
Okay, so Z.
Oh, you are not shooting. Wait, wow. Why are you removing that? Wait. Oh, okay, yeah. We forgot about the math, right?
The
The
math.
proper math,
Author
yeah.
calls this the math.
Yeah, some. Oh, math.
And it's even wrong. It's still wrong.
Ah,
It's a high.
you have to decrease the y, dude.
Okay. Hey, we can shoot. See?
That's quite a shot.
Uh, exciting, I guess.
Oh man, but the fact
Oh,
that
yeah.
author called that, oh, with the math.
No, isn't that math?
+1.
How do you call it that?
Yeah, but the projectile works. We just need to make it a little bit, I don't know, maybe 10.
Make sure it doesn't suck, right?
No, and we need to make the whole hitbox stuff as well. I want to see it with two projectiles, being honest.
What do you mean, Magita? That's already a game, man.
It's a super GNU launching.
What are you doing, man?
He's holding, I guess.
No, I'm pressing multiple times.
What the fuck, dude?
Who needs? Who needs if you...
That's half of the
Physics.
game done. That's half of the game done. If you add acceleration, game done.
Oh, we don't need acceleration, dude.
Well, I guess we don't.
Yeah, it works. Now we just need to make at the time enemies, and we need to make them move as well. That would be cool.
Yeah, why don't we work on the game loop now?
Sure.
Because like that's the most basic, I guess.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so wait, do we have projectiles that they move at different speeds in the game? Mageta.
Wow.
Say it again.
Do we have different
Mhm.
projectiles that move at different speeds in the game?
Mm, different speeds. I don't think so. No, I don't think so.
Okay.
And it is easy to implement.
Yeah, now that we can just add that to the projectile here.
No,
Yes.
no, they don't.
Okay. Because I'm guessing that the 10 could be something that we could ask the projectile itself. How much you move at a time. Sure. Anyway, so now let's do the game loop without being the key down event. Let's make it time based. So Nathan,
Yeah. So as I was saying to Mageta, right? Um, like usually the way it appears is you have some like while true, and then you get the input, you like do the get next state to render. But how do you call that function that gives you like what is the current thing present, right? Like or the things about it, like in that moment. In C, you might have access to some of those things in that way, like just call an attribute or call a function and it will give you. But in JavaScript, we don't. Like we just don't. I guess there is no way that I know that you can like just get a property for some object and it will tell you that information. It only works by those events and callbacks, right? But that's problematic, isn't it? That's that's
Mm-hmm.
problematic, I guess. Uh, so I'm not sure how problematic, but I guess that there is one way we could do that, and that would be the event is just updating some variable, like some global variable, and then the getting input is just reading that. Right? But then there is something interesting also. You can think like, oh, but if it's just setting, then we only have the state of what was the last thing pressed, right? But how do we know if the guy like press it like right now? You see, like
Yeah, there's a little
suppose
bit. Yeah, there's a. Mm-hmm. See, I see.
suppose the key down is updating the global variable and we are just reading that global variable. But then something will always like be expressed, right? Even though it is not true. So we have to do something fancy in the sense of it starts as new, the current key pressed, and then when the event happens, then it sets to something, and after a while, it has to unset, right? To new.
Why does it need to unset?
No, it does need to unset
Why?
because otherwise you will press W and you it will be as W. We don't press anything else. Every time the while goes, it will always be W, right? As if it was always pressed.
Okay, but why does that matter for us?
No, don't you see? It's like if I press arrow up once, and it is counting as if I always holding it.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm a little bit confused about that because as far as I can tell, the event listener is just like providing us the key, but this event.key stuff, this is still the
Hmm.
last key that I pressed?
What about the following? Let's implement the wrong way because like it's an intermediate step, like a natural one for the correct one.
Sure.
So let's do it, right? So yeah, I guess that's something outside of the state. Yeah. So you can just create some variable like beneath like there, right? Some like input or something that you can start as new.
Sure.
So wait. This load is for the image. Yeah. So okay, now you can move that, like everything that is inside key down, you can like move away. You can like comment and move away
Wait,
from
now that I think
outside of
about
that.
it, I actually need this. We need this for the initial state. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Let input equals new. Um, where you said that? To add things?
Yeah. The things like inside key down and shit.
Here.
Yeah, inside the tool callback, you can just move that away. Just put that aside.
Put what? This?
The whole content of the function. Yes.
You move this to where?
Doesn't matter, just outside there. Or can just comment, I guess.
Comment, sure.
And then every time the event is called, you just update the input.
Mm.
Yeah. So now you can use a while true. Well, I guess I have something better. Uh, Now after you set that event, like before the console.log that you are doing, you can call set interval.
Do what? Sorry, set to what?
Set interval.
With the
No, no,
input?
no, no, no. That's like just above console log.
Just above console log. Okay, so you mean here?
Yeah. So
It's gonna be.
you can
What did you say again?
set interval.
Set interval.
Yeah, it
Sure.
takes a callback and like a millisecond, right? So it's just a callback that you run like every few milliseconds.
Which callback we're gonna do? Set the thing to zero? To null, sorry?
No, that's our while true. Because the while true, it kind of needs some sleep, right? You agree? Like,
Mhm.
Sure.
uh, be
Otherwise, it's gonna be
too fast, right?
Too goddamn
uh,
fast.
well,
how
actually,
come
I'm
it's
not sure.
with
Does it need
frames? Now that I think about it.
does it need sleep?
Hmm.
Because if things are running on depending on which time is it, does it
Yeah,
really need sleep? I don't know.
good
But it's
question.
easy to translate from one to the other. But what I was thinking is, if we have a while true with a sleep, then that's the same as using set interval, right? If you call a function
Yeah,
every
that's the same.
few
Yeah, that's the
milliseconds.
same.
So we can use that for now. If we don't need the sleep later, we can like easily translate from one to the other. So just use a callback there, like anonymous function and shit.
Um, okay, an anonymous function. I don't know how to do that in here.
The same
That's
thing you did with the map, right?
yeah.
Or
The
as you are doing with the
parameter.
event
No, no, no,
listeners.
no. But we're gonna put a useful one, like I don't know, X, this, that.
No, it doesn't
Parentheses.
receive anything.
Doesn't need parentheses though. Should like define a thing.
Yeah, that's not the same thing you expect in other languages. Like that's actually a valid name of variable, like the underscore.
Sure.
But yeah, that's it. Now comma instead of like semicolon and some millisecond, right?
No, 100.
So yeah, now inside of the brackets, you can just like press enter
Here.
and do our shit, right?
Oh, the shit you mean this?
Yeah,
Sure. Question though. I'm a little bit confused actually now that I think about it. Which one is that? Oh, this is the for each. Okay. Okay. So how are you gonna update the game state without the key? You're gonna use input?
yeah.
What if this thing is null then?
Well, if it's no, then you are not pressing anything, right?
No, no, yeah, but the update game state function needs to know handle that, I guess.
Yeah,
Oh
this.
man, that's so bad.
How is that bad?
Bad, bad, bad.
How?
Oops, if key,
Because
can I do that? Equals to null.
I guess.
This is just gonna
Uh,
be G.
So null is a value. That's it. Awesome.
uh, okay.
I'll go have dinner. I'll be back.
Okay.
Like Lemons, you know that there are some actions that even if the user not pressing anything, like it's not giving an input, like the things still happen, right? Like moving the projectiles.
Mhm.
So yeah, then that doesn't make sense what you wrote, right?
Where
If it's
what?
no, the things happens anyway. You will just not update the user stuff.
Yeah, if it's null, you're not gonna update anything.
No, no. If it's if it's no, you still have to update shit.
No, but not in
You just
here. Not in the game. Not in this function. This is not a good name for it.
no,
Um.
then you just name it wrong, but it isn't that fun, I guess. What do you mean update?
Yeah.
Like get the next state, or update state or whatever, that's game state plus input. Like I don't know what you're separating there.
It, type null is not assignment to type string.
Yeah, you can use the union, right?
The union. I don't. What do you mean?
Like input is a string or
Oh,
no
oh, you mean? Isn't that
on
a
the
type?
type
Yeah, on
on
the
the
type.
type.
Yeah, I see.
No, but
You mean here?
yes.
Oh, holy jeez. Okay. Ah, not a fan, but okay. Okay, so it's still complaining about type safety, so it's complaining that this has any type. What should be the type of this thing?
It's complaining about what?
That this parameter has any type.
And that's an error?
Yeah,
The fuck? Yeah, the way you do it is you don't put any parameter. You just put like parentheses,
like this.
I guess. Not sure if you will complain. Okay, it doesn't.
Okay, and oh, it goes forever. Yeah. Okay, so 100 milliseconds is a lot of time. So let's change that.
Is that
Let's put 10.
how many do we need to be like 60 FPS, right?
Yeah, I'm just guessing. Okay, now it's not doing anything. Cool. Okay, so it.
Wait, wait, how did just the time change that?
I
That
have.
that doesn't
Yeah.
that doesn't make sense.
Yeah. But it's still doing the thing, dude.
Which thing?
It is not going to null.
No, no, but that's the problem that I told you.
Oh, that's what
Now
we're gonna
you
go
get.
for. Okay, and this is also depending on how much time I keep. You see?
Hmm? What? I don't know what you're talking about.
If I press Z and I don't press anything else, it's gonna stay there.
Oh, okay, yeah, but that's we can fix it already. Well, I guess we cannot because we have to fix something else. So, yeah, go back to the code.
Sure. Sure.
So, oh, that will be nice.
I'm not a
We will.
man, I'm really not a fan of the way we did this.
Which part?
This news thing.
Hmm. Like it's the new value in particular that is like
Yeah,
bothering you.
yeah, because we are kind of redirecting, right? So this input thing is a bridge between the event and the actual logic of things.
Yeah.
And we really would like to that to be in a single place, you know?
Wait. Your like mic is having trouble there.
Where?
Wait, can you repeat what you said?
Yeah. So I would really prefer to have the logic of like this thing and the getting the key event in a single place
Yeah.
instead of
So
having this redirection here. But sadly, I have to leave now.
okay.
Unfortunately. But you can say what is the solution. I can try that offline.
Ah, like it's not the simplest thing. What you have to do is once the event hit down is pressed, then you need to schedule some operation. So in a few milliseconds, it will reset to null, right?
Oh, I see. I see. I see. I
Unless,
see.
unless hit down is triggered again before the schedule callback arrived.
Is this the really the way to do it?
Uh, Dude, again, that's about the
That's
solution. You
yeah.
have to ask the other question, like, is there a problem and why we need a solution for that? So you said that you want the thing in one way, right? That would be inside the like event listener, right? But that does bring a problem The problem is the tick will be on every like user move. Like that's just wrong, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what's a different way to do it? Well, a different way to do it is do two different like scheduling things. One is the event for the user actions, and the other is like just some set interval that you do the tick with like no action or something, right?
Oh, I
But
see.
that does cause a problem.
We have
Like
problem one that causes problem two, and then causes problem three.
it's some kind of race condition, I guess, right? Because we have the tick going and we have the event going.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Ah,
I we can discuss that a little bit with more detail next time. I'm gonna finish the recording now, so stop